Make it like Johann Sebastian Bach, giving you the time on the studio clock.
The time is 11 o'clock.
Channel 9.
11 o'clock in the Tri-State. Time for the Al Shuttlecutty News on Live 9, the Instant Cam station. Now, Al Shuttlecutty.
Brian K.
Straight up 11 o'clock time to rock. Yep, we've got a couple of spotlights tonight. We're going to be doing time songs and Big Dave's faves.
CKLW, the Motor City. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. It's WTOD 1560 in Toledo.
In one more hour, it's going to be my buddy Dave Nelson's birthday. Yep. So we're going to do Dave's Faves, our annual. We're going to go down to the basement. We're going to dig out the box of records tonight. Big Dave's Faves. Kicking things off with the Monarchs. Yep, that would be doing Dave's Faves this hour. Let's do which version are we going to play here? In honor of Dave's Faves, we had to do the Tick version. Yep. Based on Dave's 45, his original one from 1963. The Tick version.
Again.
1963 from Louisville, Kentucky, the Monarchs. This Old Heart, the Tick version, Friday night. Dave's Faves.
WORC, always first in Worcester. More music.
And of course, heading back to the year
1964.
April to be exact. Michael Anthony Orlando Casavitas. Tony Orlando, what can I do? Tell me on a Friday night.
I will give you a moonbeam to hang a star on, and then that dark night would shine bright and shine your troubles away. Now tell me, what can I do? That hasn't been done before. Now tell me, what can I do? Sweet dream a touch. I know I can't feel the mountains, but baby, I can do so much. Tell me what can I do? 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 Tell me. I got me some wild schemes that we can't live on. I'll make them come true, dear, for you, dear, and I can do what I say. Now tell me what can I do? Oh, it's never been done before. Now tell me what can I do? Oh, it's never been done before.
Michael Anthony Orlando Cassavitis,
Oh, what can I do?
better known as Tony Orlando, April 1964, straight from the Basement Box of Records. Yep, 1964. Tell me what can I do? On our Friday night oldies party.
On WJJD, we think you'll agree. Here's the pick of the pops, a new record to watch. Here's tomorrow's top tune today.
A double-sided number one smash from the king of rock and roll.
Sincerely, WJJD.
1956.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, you're crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine.
Yeah, for the middle of our Friday night oldies party, we're doing something called Dave's Stage, our second annual, because Dave's birthday's in less than 1 hour from now.
Well, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine.
And there's the birthday boy himself. Happy early birthday there, Davester. Less than 1 hour away. I think we were going to head down to the basement bunker in your house and dig out your box of records.
They said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. You know they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no friend.
Number one, 1956, Hound Dog, Friday night.
Elvis Presley.
Win spin.
Jumping ahead at least 4 years, because this is another one of Dave's faves. A Mess of Blues from 1960. On a Friday night oldies party, Dave's faves.
I just got your letter, baby. Too bad you can't come home. I swear I'm going crazy, sitting here all alone. Since you gone, I got a mess of blues. I ain't slept a wink since Sunday. I can't eat a thing all day. Every day is just Blue Monday. Since you've been away, since you're gone, I got a mess of blues. Whoops, there goes a teardrop rolling down my face. If you cry when you're alone, sure ain't no disgrace. I gotta get myself together before I lose my mind. I'm gonna catch the next train going. face. If you cry when you're alone, sure ain't no disgrace. I gotta get myself together before I lose my mind. I'm gonna catch the next train going and leave my blues behind. Since you're gone, what a mess out of blue.
Twin spin sound of the king of rock and roll.
Since you're gone, I got a mess out of blue.
Flip side of it's now or never.
Since you're gone, I got a mess out of blue.
Elvis Presley, Memphis, Tennessee's very own. Mesa Blues, 1960, Friday night. And Dave's faves.
147 WOHO in Toledo.
And of course, heard on the jukebox in the day room at Bowling Green State University. The Count 5. Get a little psychotic on a Friday night oldies party. And a little reactionary. Psychotic reaction on a Friday night. Dave's birthday coming up in just a little over 45 minutes. So I thought we would dig out a box of records from Dave's basement. Play some of his faves. Right here on Friday Night Oldies Party.
I feel depressed, I feel so bad. 'Cause you're the best girl that I've ever had. I can't get your love, I can't get affection. Oh, little girl, psychotic reaction. And it feels like this.
Gotta love those long interludes.
I feel so lonely night and day. I can't get your love, I must stay away. Well, I need you, girl, by my side. Oh, little girl with the letter, get it right now. I can't get your love, I can't get satisfaction. Oh, little girl, psychotic reaction.
Yeah, probably played on the jukebox many times in the day room there at Bowling Green State University. Right there, Dave. 1966. Get your kicks with the Count 5, Psychotic Reaction. Just less than 1 hour away from Dave's official birthday start. I thought we'd kick it off with some of Dave's faves from out of the basement box of records.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Dave Nelson in Fairfield, Ohio.
Come on and dig the scene on the time machine.
It's 11:15.
The Loop. Lakeshore Drive. North side, west side, south side in Chicago. It's WLS.
Radio station very influential in Dave's young life. And if you remember the Cosby Show from way back when, this was a scene where all the kids are coming down the stairs celebrating Grandma and Grandpa's anniversary. Ray Charles, Nighttime is the Right Time.
You know the nighttime now is the right time
Tokyo, Japan checking in. I was wondering how you pronounce your name in English. I see the Japanese ideographs. Is it Miyuki? I'm guessing. I forget to recognize Rock and Roll Ruby checking in as well from Fairfield, Ohio. From a very famous scene in The Cosby Show back in the 80s. Nighttime is the right time. Ray Charles. On Dave's Faves tonight.
WCIN 1480. Cincinnati. 1963.
Tommy, listen to Matadors.
Well, time is tough all over, and I ain't lying, Well, time is tough all over, so I keep on trying, Well, I'm trying hard, baby, mine just ain't going as far. Time is tough all over, and I ain't lying, Well, you and I said we got it, so doggone bad. I ain't lying. Well, but our situation now just ain't quite as sad. And I'm glad. Well, some people go out begging for corn, but baby, our love's gonna keep us strong. Time is tough all over, and I ain't lying. Sugar, now play
I thought I'd seen your name in English letters, standard letters somewhere there, Miyuki. I appreciate you tuning in from Tokyo, Japan. Rock and Roll Ruby tuned in. Mr. Doug, not sure if he is or not, but hopefully he is. And of course our birthday boy, Dave Nelson. We're in the middle of something we call Dave's Faves. From the box of records out of Dave's basement. David Drake II checking in from somewhere. Franklin or Indianapolis or Chicago. From Cincinnati, Ohio, Tommy, listen to Matadors, 1963. Times is tough, you're a little grammatically incorrect, but that's okay. That's the way rock and roll is meant to be. On the bottom 40, Friday Night Oldies Party.
It's 8:50 on your dial. WHDH in Boston town.
Do a little stroll in action. And of course, Mr. Doug Rubeck in Fairfield, Ohio, loving this as well. But Dave, this is one of your faves, so gotta be played. Yep, Cooking Us Cupcakes, a little New Orleans sound. Got you on my mind. On a Friday Night Oldies Party, $1 Million Hotwax. We got Time Tunes coming up at 12 midnight for the time change this weekend. But in the meantime, here's Dave's Faves, Friday night.
Got you on my mind.
40,000 pounds of rugs out of Chicago to Home Goods. Oh, gee.
Got you on my mind, feeling kinda sad and low.
Well, drive safe there, Drakester.
Wondering where you are and wondering why you had to go. Tears began to fall every time I hear your name. Tears began to fall every time I hear your name. Since you went away, now nothing seems to be the same.
That's a great play on words there, Drakester. Magic Carpet Ride. I love it.
No matter how I try, my heart keeps telling me that I can't forget you.
That was good there, my friend.
If it should ever be that you wanna come back to me, gonna let you. Got you on my mind, feeling kinda sad and low. Got you on my mind, feeling kinda sad and low. Wondering where you are and wondering why you had to go.
Ah, a little Nolan strolling sound, cookie and his cupcakes, and got you on my mind from 63.
Wondering where you are and wondering why you
Bringing in
had
Dave's
to
birthday in
go.
style. Dave's Face, Friday Night Oldies Party.
This is WHK Color Channel 14 Cleveland Radio, where your hearing swings. Where your hearing swings.
Little Richard Penniman,
Leave it to me.
shaking a hand on a Friday night.
Don't ever be ashamed. Just give me a chance. I'll take care of everything. Your troubles I share. Let me know and I'll be there. I'll take care of you. Any place and everywhere. Shake a hand, shake a hand. Shake a hand, shake a hand. Shake a hand, shake a hand. Shake a hand if you can.
Ah, Becky Richards checking in. Friday Night Oldies Party. If we're in the middle of something called Dave's Phase. Dave's birthday's in about 35 or so minutes. So we went down to the basement and borrowed some 45s.
Be too far to me. I'll be truthful to you. I'm in love with your soul. And I don't know just what to do. So let's call it a day. I've said all I've got to say. Except don't forget to pray, yeah. And shake a hand every day. Shake a hand, shake a hand. Shake a hand, shake a hand. Shake a hand, shake a hand.
Little Richard Penniman.
Shake a hand if you can.
The Pride of Macon, Georgia, 1959. Shaking a hand. Friday Night Oldies Party. Dave's Phase tonight.
This is WMEX, Channel 1510, where you're hearing things. Where you're hearing things. In Boston.
1966, Freddie Boom Boom Cannon. Come on, come on.
Everybody there had a happy celebration. Whoa, music loud and strong on your radio station. Whoa, dancing made a toast, it would never stop. This music coast to coast has gotta stay on top. Hey, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Whoa, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Party's gonna grow, it'll move to your town. Whoa, you better tell your friends and spread the news around. Tell Mary, Bob, and Carol, turn the hi-fi up. We wanna hear the bass guitar, it's really tough. Whoa, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Whoa, come on, come on.
I'll thank you for the compliment there, Miyuki.
Dancing beat, that's satisfaction. Pretty girls, that's lots of action. Come on, come on. Whoa, hey, come on, come on. Whoa, party's gonna grow, it'll move to your town. You better tell your friends and spread the news around. Whoa, tell Mary, Bob, and Carol, turn the hi-fi up. We wanna hear the bass guitar, it's really tough. Hey, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Whoa, hey, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Dancing beat, that's satisfaction. Whoa, pretty girls and lots of action. Come on, come on. Whoa, hey, come on, come on. Whoa, party's gonna grow, it'll move to your town. Whoa, you better tell your friends and spread the news around. Tell Mary, Bob, and Carol, turn the hi-fi up. We wanna hear the bass guitar, it's really tough. Whoa, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Hey, come on, come on. Come on, come on.
The flip side of the dedication song, Freddie Boom Boom Cannon from Boston, Massachusetts, 1966. Come on, on a Friday night oldies party. Dave's faves tonight.
77 WABC, the fun capital of New York City.
And from the year
1964.
Shirley Matthews.
Someday you're gonna be a big town boy. I just know it's true. I'll be proud of you. You'll be a big man. Someday you're gonna hold your head up high when you walk the street. Everyone you meet call you a big man. Oh, you'll be a big tycoon. Make a lot of money real soon. Make a lot of money, just you wait. You'll turn that great New York town upside down. Whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah. Someday you're gonna be a big town boy, spending lot of dough. Everywhere you go, you'll be a big man. Someday you're gonna own a great big house at the edge of town. People all around call you a big man. And when you're a big town boy, make a lot of money, you'll enjoy. Spend a lot of money, but when you're a king, then will you bring a small town girl to your big town world? Hey, hey, big town boy. Hey, hey, big town boy.
Man, tuned in all over the world. Yeah, from Tokyo, Japan, to Fairfield, Ohio, to Chicago, Illinois, and everywhere in between. I just about a half hour till the clock strikes 12, and it's Dave Nelson's birthday. And we're in the middle of Dave's faves.
And when you're a big town boy, make a lot of money, you'll enjoy. Spend a lot of money, but when you're a king, say that you'll bring a small town girl to your big town world.
Imported from north of the border. Shirley Matthews singing all about New York City, the big town boy, 1964. On a Friday night oldies party, raiding Dave's box of records from the basement.
What a beautiful weekend.
Just Just a hair past 11:30 down and dirty, 10:30 Central. Dave's Fades, another half hour till his birthday.
The sound of Greater Worcester, WORC, Music 1310.
1963, The Boys of Summer.
A run, a do run, run, whoa, run, a run, a do run, run, whoa, run, a run, a do run, run, whoa, run.
Ah, the Car Crazy Cutie on a Friday night oldies party.
a do run, run, whoa, run, a run, 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 a do run, run, whoa.
Three Wilson brothers, a cousin and a friend of the family. Yep. 1963, called Car Crazy Cutie. The Boys of Summer, the Beach Boys. Friday night oldies party. Dave's faves out of the straight out of the basement bunker at his house. Friday night.
WTOD 1516 in Toledo.
Now, anybody that's ever talked to Dave for more than 5 minutes knows that he is an instrumental fan, a freak of sorts of instrumental tunes from way back when instrumentals had their places on the top 40 and the bottom 40 charts. This one being no exception. They played it. What was it? Was it the Carousel Club they played at there, Dave? Johnny Gibson Trio from Toledo, Ohio, and this is called Beachcomber on a Friday night oldies party. $1 Million Hotwax. Very cool there, Dragster. We'll figure something out. On two different record labels, but one Bottom 40 hit there. Johnny Gibson Trio of Toledo, Ohio. I think they played at the Carousel Club right there, Dave. Beachcomber, 1964. On a Friday Night Oldies Party, Dave's Faves. On a Friday Night Oldies Party. This is one of those, what they call flexi discs. This was actually released in the mid-70s, but I thought I would play it because it is a certain birthday boy. Captain Zoom for you.
This is Space Command to Zoom. All systems are go for your message to David.
Hey, David, it's your birthday. I'm in charge of the stars, and I'm here to say, hey, David, you're the big star today.
Ah, the Circus Club, huh?
My name is Zoom, and I live on the moon, but I came down to Earth just to sing you this tune. Cause, David, it's your birthday today. A present for you I wanted to find. An outer space creature, a one of a kind. A wild womp or a cuckoo chew. An apple drop or a buzzer spoon. Or maybe a three-eyed tickle shay for your birthday. Did you ask?
What's a cuckoo chew?
Well, up on the moon, it's nothing new. But that won't do for you on your birthday. I searched behind the clouds and stars. I even zoomed my bike to Mars. And met my friend, the saucer man. And he said, so tonight, when you're in bed, I'll be singing to you as I zoom overhead. Singing David, happy birthday. Singing David, happy birthday. Singing David, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, David. See you
Happy
next
birthday there, Dave Nelson. Coming up here in about 20 minutes.
1510 WLAC Nashville.
1964, The Beatles. John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Niñito, Little Child.
Little child, little child, little child, won't you dance with me? I'm so sad and lonely. Baby, take a chance with me. Little child, little child, little child, won't you dance with me? I'm so sad and lonely. Baby, take a chance.
Happy belated birthday there, Miyuki.
If you want someone to make you feel so fine, then we'll have some fun when you're mine, oh mine. So come on, come on, come on. Little child, little child, little child, won't you dance with me? I'm so sad and lonely. Baby, take a chance with me.
I've made dancing at the Circus Club and the Rathskeller. Of course, that would be Booker T and the MGs. I think I got that right there, Dave.
When you're by my side, you're the only one. Don't you run and hide. Just come on, come on. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. Little child, little child, little child, won't you dance with me? I'm so sad and lonely. Baby, take a chance.
1964, The Beatles.
Baby, take a chance.
A Little Child on our Friday Night Oldies Party. Dave's Face from out of the basement.
68 WRKO, Boston.
The Rollin' Uglies, Mick and the Gang. I know it's one of Dave's faves from the Mick and the Gang. It's all over now. Not at all on a Friday Night Oldies Party.
Well, baby used to stay out all night long. She made me cry. She done me wrong. She hurt my eyes open. That's no lie. Tables turning now. Her time to cry. Because I used to love her. But it's all over now. Because I used to love her. But it's all
Oh wow, the Miami Redhawks won in overtime. That is awesome. And of course, where can you hear those games locally? WMOH Radio. How's that for a shameless plug? The Miami Redhawks, heard on WMOH. Gee, where have I seen those call letters before? Our on fire Redhawks. 110 to 108. Boy, talking about close.
Well, I used to wake in the morning, get my breakfast in bed. When I got worried, she'd ease my aching head. Well, now she's here and there. Well, every man in town still trying to take me for that same old clown. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now. Because I used to love her, but it's all over now.
You're absolutely right. They're 31 and 0. That's just truly amazing. Charlie Coles would be so proud. 1964, the Rolling Uglies making the gang. It's all over now. One of Dave's faves. Yep. One of Dave Nelson's favorites from the Rolling Uglies. And we went down to the basement. We thought we would borrow a few records from the record collection and spin them right here on Friday Night Oldies Party. It's $1 Million Hotwax weekend all weekend long. And we got another special birthday message just for you, Dave.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you.
Weird Al Yankovic.
It's your birthday. Gotta be your birthday. You know what I was told? You're really freaking old. It's your birthday. Oh, yeah. It's David's birthday. Hey! Yeah!
Weird Al Yankovic sending best wishes.
WTOD. It's the swingers. Yes, indeed. Toledo.
One of Dave's faves, Eugene Church from 1959, and those pretty girls everywhere.
Everywhere I go,
There's a pretty girl there.
I see a pretty girl.
Pretty, pretty, pretty girl.
Everywhere I go,
There's a pretty girl there.
I see a pretty girl.
Pretty, pretty, pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
If I make it to the beach,
There's a pretty girl there.
there's a pretty girl there.
Pretty, pretty, pretty girl.
You know they knock me off my feet.
Pretty girl.
A dim pretty girls there.
Pretty, pretty, pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
I'll be back until
Everywhere.
Yeah.
If I make it to the park,
There's a pretty girl there.
there's a pretty girl there.
Pretty, pretty, pretty girl.
Hot iron in the dark.
Pretty girl.
And there's a pretty girl there.
Pretty, pretty, pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
If I make it to the show,
There's a pretty girl there.
there's a pretty girl there.
Pretty, pretty, pretty girl.
Even out at the rodeo,
Pretty, pretty, pretty girl.
they came on horses.
Boogity, 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 boogity.
Pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Pretty, pretty, pretty girl. Pretty, pretty, pretty girl.
Back in less than 2 and 2. And replenish, huh?
Pretty girl. Pretty girl.
Let's have it together, shall we?
Every road I walk,
There's a pretty girl on
every street and trail.
just a strutting and a walking.
Even when Pretty girls, pretty girls everywhere. If I make it to the park, a hotline in the dark. And if I make it to the show, be now at the rodeo.
Straight out of my Frisch's cup.
And when I say, mermaids, they're riding nowhere. Pretty girls, everywhere.
1959 on the Class Records label. Eugene Church, those pretty girls everywhere. Friday night oldies party, $1 Million Hotwax Weekend, Dave Spades.
WLS in Chicago. What made?
The Sinceres. Little doo-wopping sound. Oh, please don't cheat on me. On a Friday night oldies party, $1 Million Hotwax Weekend.
Please don't cheat on me. Give me one more chance. Just to prove my romance. You know I love you so. I'll never let you go. Oh, baby. Oh, I'm in love. We used to have a ball. Oh, after all. You are my girlfriend, my baby, best one. Oh, baby, don't hold me, baby. Oh, come on, whoa, baby. Please don't cheat on me. Give me one more chance, just to prove my romance. You know I love you so. I'll never let you go. Oh, baby. Oh, I'm in love. We used to have a ball. Oh, after all. You are my girlfriend, my baby, best one. Oh, baby. Don't hold me, baby. Oh, come on. Whoa, baby. Please don't cheat on me. Give me one more chance. Just to prove my romance. You know I love you so. I'll never let you go. Whoa, baby. Whoa, I'm in love.
1961, the little doo-wopping sound with the Sinceres. Please don't cheat on me, Friday night. Dave Spades.
Wherever you go, it's 1030. The live spot on your radio. It's new radio in New England. WBZ Boston Plus. WBZA in Springfield.
1958, Huey Piano Smith and the Clowns. Don't you just know it?
I can't lose it, go for you.
Don't you just know it? Baby, don't believe I wear two left shoes. Don't you just know it? Hey-oh, hey-oh. Cuba, 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 Cuba. Hey-oh.
The best in call and response. Huey Piano Smith and the Clowns, 1958. It was great. Don't You Just Know It on the Ace Records label. Little Nolan sound. Friday Night Oldies Party. $1 Million Hotwax Weekend.
WIXY Rixie 1260 Cleveland Radio.
1966, The Dearly Beloveds and Pee Pee Pop Pop. Yeah, for the middle of something called Dave's Faves. We're going to be stopping down here about midnight to do some time tunes. Because we're going to turn those clocks ahead, so I thought we'd play some time tunes, and then we'll resume back to Dave's Faves after we take a little time break at 12 midnight, so you don't want to miss it. On the Columbia Records label, 1966, getting your kicks, a little garage rock sound. The Dearly Beloveds, called Pee Pee Pop Pop. Yep, one of those records that Dave discovered and had to have a copy of, so he went and bought it. That would be a forgotten 45 for sure.
WMEX Boston.
1959, one of Dave's all-time favorite artists, Chuck Berry, Little Queenie.
I got lumps in my throat when I saw her coming down the aisle. I got the wiggles in my knees when she looked at me and sweetly smiled. There she is again, standing over by the record machine, looking like a model on the cover of a magazine. She's too cute to be a minute over 17. Meanwhile, I was thinking, she's in the mood, no need to break it. I got a chance, I ought to take it. If she'll dance, we can make it. Come on, Queenie, let's shake it. Go, 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 little Queenie.
Oh, there's definitely more where that came from, Dave, so stand by.
Go, 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 little Queenie. Go, 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 little Queenie.
Oh, we're definitely not done. By no shot.
Tell me who's the queen standing over by the record machine, looking like a model on the cover of a magazine. She's too cute to be a minute over 17. Meanwhile, I was still thinking.
What was you thinking there, Chuck? What was you thinking?
If it's a slow song, we'll omit it. If it's a rocker, that'll get it. And if it's good, she'll admit it. Come on, Queenie, let's get with it. Go, 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 little Queenie.
Come on, little Queenie, don't quit it now.
Go, 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 little Queenie.
1959. The checker from St. Louis, Dave Nelson, admits this was one of his top 5 favorite artists. Chuck Berry, Charles Berry, St. Louis. Little Queenie, doesn't that sound awfully familiar at Christmas time, right? Friday Night Oldies Party, $1 Million Hotwax.
WAAB 1440.
1961, The Sevilles, Charlena, this is for you. Friday night. Miyuki likes Chuck Berry as well. Even in Tokyo, they love him. Just less than a minute from wishing Dave Nelson officially a happy birthday. All the first hour just have been playing Dave's faves. But we won't be stopping there. There'll be plenty more where that came from out of the box of records out of Dave's basement. We'll just be doing a few time tunes coming up. $1961, that would be the Sevilles, little Charlena action, one of Dave's faves. On our Friday Night Oldies Party, $1 Million Hotwax weekend, all a weekend long.
Now if you go on the go all day, just take it slow and give us time to say the time.
It's 12 o'clock.
Brian K.
Officially happy birthday, Dave Nelson, Fairfield, Ohio. 12 o'clock, time to rock.
WSAI Cincinnati. Time for music.
And don't forget, tomorrow night, well, technically Sunday morning at 2 a.m., you're going to flip those clocks ahead to 3 o'clock as we go back to daylight saving time. We'll be doing more Dave's faves here just shortly, but in the meantime, stand by for some time tunes. In time for the tune and in tune with the times. Here's Keith from 1967 on our Friday Night Oldies Party.
I don't care if nobody believes in me but you, baby. All I know is that I'm up to my heart in love with you, baby. I've got love and attitude that show it, but not enough time to let the whole world know it. But summer's coming, I'm gonna have someone on my side. Saving time, you're gonna give me more time to find love with my baby. Oh, daylight saving time, I'll keep the sun a shining, everything will be fine. We'll be out in the sun, feeling the warmth of love all around us, baby. Having fun on the sandy shore with the friendly birds that found us, baby. I've got love and attitude that show it, but not time to drag because the world stops growing. But summer's coming, I'm gonna have someone on my side. Oh, daylight saving me more time to have fun with my baby. Oh, daylight saving time. I keep the sun shining, everything will be fine. Show it, but night time's driving, cause the world starts growing. The summer's coming, I'm gonna have someone on my side. Oh, daylight saving time, you're gonna give me more time to have fun with my baby. Oh, daylight saving time, I keep the sun shining, everything will be fine.
1967, it was Heaven with Keith at Daylight Saving Time. Reminding you to turn those clocks ahead.
147 WOHO in Toledo.
Head north to Cleveland, Ohio, as a matter of fact, heading from Toledo to Cleveland. Sonny Geraci and the Outsiders. Get your kicks, 1966. Time Won't Let Me on our Friday Night Oldies Party Spotlight segment.
Can't wait forever. Even though you want me to, I can't wait forever to know if you'll be true. Time won't let me. Time won't let me. Time won't let me. With that alone, can't you see I've waited too long to love you, to hold you in my arms. Time won't let me. Time won't let me. Time won't let me.
I'm in the middle of our public service announcement to remind you that tomorrow night, or technically Sunday morning at 2 a.m., you got to turn those clocks ahead to 3 a.m., except if you're in Arizona and I think in another state too. Back to daylight saving time. We know summer's on the way,
Can't wait forever.
especially when it's 80 degrees in Cincinnati.
Even though you want me to,
I actually got to take the convertible Mustang out today.
can't wait forever to know if you'll be true. Time won't let me. Time won't let me. Time won't let me. With that long, you wanna let me wait that long? Wait, that long. Take me back on back.
Get your kicks, 1966, number one sound in your town. The Outsiders featuring Sonny Geraci on the Capitol Records label Time Won't Let Me. In time for the tunes and in tune with the times on a Friday night.
This is the Lawrence address. WCCM 800. Of the people, by the people, and for the people.
1964, the Rollin' Uglies, Mick and the Gang, one more time. Time is on my side. Friday night oldies party, spotlight segment.
It's on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Now you always say that you wanna be free, but you come running back. I said you were baby. You come running back. I said so many times before. You come running back to me. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. You're such But just wait and see. You come running back, I won't have to worry no more. You come running back, the rest of my life with you, baby. You come running back to me. Go ahead. Go ahead and light up the town. And baby, do everything your heart desires. Remember, I'll always be around. And I know, like I told you so many times before, you're gonna come back, baby. 'Cause I know you're gonna come back knocking right on my door. Yes, yes. Well, time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. 'Cause I got the real love, the kind that you need. You come running back, said you would, baby. You come running back, I always said you would. You come running back, I won't have to worry no more. Yes, time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Oh, time is on my side. Yes, it is.
Nick and the gang. The Rollin' Uglies, 1964, the 45 mono version. That's the name of the song. Friday Night Oldies Party.
93 KHJ Los Angeles.
Music time.
The Chambers Brothers from 1966. This is the original version. The hit version came a couple of years later. Time has come today in our Spotlight segment. Reminding you to turn those clocks ahead tomorrow night, 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. This is your musical public service announcement. On a Friday night, more Dave's Faves coming up. Just a reminder to you, if and when I get bumped off, I will log back on. You just never know what the YouTube gods are going to do.
I might get burned up by the sun, but I had my fun. I've been loved and put aside. I've been crushed by tumbling tides, and my soul has been psychedelicized. Now the time has come. There are things to realize. Time has come today. Time has come today.
1966, Get Your Kicks. With the original version from the Chambers Brothers. Time has come today on the Columbia Records label.
For 1890 KRIP Mason City.
One of those songs that I learned how to do a line dance to when I was at a dude ranch just outside of San Antonio, Texas, back in 1986. Yep, 40 years ago, there was a line dance that went to this. Tyrone Davis, Turning Back the Hands of Time on a Friday night.
Oh, darling, I'm so lonely without you. Can't sleep at night, always thinking about you. wishing today on a four-leaf clover, and leaving would be the last thing on my mind. If I could turn back the hands of time. Oh, baby. Oh, darling. I can't hold out much longer. But the pain is getting deep. Oh, the hurt keep getting stronger. But if I had just one more try, I would be yours alone until the day I die. And we would have a love so divine if I could turn back the hands of time. Oh, baby. Remember, girl, that I love
Once again, a reminder to you, just in case I get bumped off, you know how the YouTube god morons can be. Just get a little weird on us. Just never know what's going to trigger them, though. We're in the middle of our musical public service announcement about turning those clocks ahead. Tomorrow night at 2 a.m.
Please, please let me come back home. Your love has been so good to me, baby. And I just realized without it I can't go on. Cause for you're the other half that makes my life complete. If I had one more chance, we'd have a love so sweet. And leaving would be the last thing on my mind. If I could turn back the hand of time.
1970. Tyrone Davis on the Dakar Records label. Turning back the hands of time. That's what we do in the fall. We're going to be flipping those clocks ahead Sunday at 2.
Radio on the go. WMPS 680 in Memphis. Here's the time check. Here's the time check. It's the time check now.
12:15 a.m.
1969.
All right, we're going to head back to, as the jingle says, Booker T and the MGs. Yep, the Memphis group on the Stax Records label. Yep, had an opportunity to actually see the actual organ, musical organ that this song was played. Yep, I was down at the Stax Records, on the Stax Vault Records on Macklemore Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee, many years ago, as my buddy. As a matter of fact, Dave Nelson was, we went together to view all of this cool stuff in the museum. Thought we'd only be there maybe an hour or two. Ended up spending the better part of the afternoon. Best, I think it was like a $4 tour. One of the best $4 we ever spent, right? Time is tight on a Friday night. In the middle of what we call our musical public service announcement to turn those clocks ahead tomorrow night, well, Sunday morning at 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. and turn it back to daylight saving time. 1969, it was Mighty Fine with Booker T and the MGs, the Memphis group. Recorded at Stax Volts there on Macklemore Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee. Time is Tight. In our Spotlight segment, Friday Night Oldies Party.
1110 KRLA Pasadena 1972.
The Brady Bunch Kids and... It's Time to Change. On a Friday Night Oldies Party.
Autumn turns to winter, and then winter turns to spring. It's not just the season, you know it goes for everything.
It's even true for voices when boys begin to grow. You gotta take a lesson from Mother Nature, and if you do, you'll know.
When it's time to change, then it's time to change. Don't fight the tide, come along for the ride, don't you see? When it's time to change, you've got to rearrange who you are into what you're gonna be. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na.
Day by day, it's hard to see the changes you've been through. A little bit of living, a little bit of growing, all adds up to you. Every boy's a man inside.
A girl's a woman too. And if you wanna reach your destiny, here's what you've got to do.
When it's time to change, then it's time to change. Don't fight the tide, come along for the ride, don't you see? When it's time to change, you've got to rearrange who you are into what you're gonna be. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na,
Sha-na-na-na-na.
when it's time to change, you've got to rearrange who you are into what you're gonna be. Sha-na-na-na-na-na.
1972, where were you? Here, seeing this on TV. On the ABC TV network on Fridays at 8 o'clock. The Brady Bunch Kids, and then when it's time to change in our Spotlight segment, Time Songs.
73 WJTO Fast.
1969, it was Mighty Fine. These are the Zombies. It is definitely the time of the season on our Friday Night Oldies Party.
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me.
Once again, a reminder, if I get bumped off,
And let me try.
I will be logging back on, so no worries.
Take you in the sun to promised lands to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving.
Yep, those pesky YouTube morons. Yes, we will log back on.
What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me?
One day he decided to bump me off.
Does he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly. Tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving.
Becky Richards digging the sound like a happy hound. One of her faves, huh? Beck's faves. Speaking of which, we'll be back to Dave's faves here just shortly, so stand by. We'll be back down in the with the box of records from Dave's basement bunker. Spinning all the bottom 40. Or the not so hot 100, right? Miyuki's digging the sound too.
What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he taken any time to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly. Tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving.
Yeah, you just never know what the YouTube gods are going to do. They go a little loca on me. But have no fear, I will log back on with part 2 if and when we get bumped off. Usually this is about the time where it starts to get a little queasy. You just never know. But we're in the middle of something that we call our time tunes. In tune with the times and in time with the tunes. Yep. Our musical public service announcement to remind you to turn those clocks ahead tomorrow night at 2 a.m. for daylight saving time. The Zombies' time of the season from 69 Friday nights.
Radio Corpus Christi. KRYS 1360 Radio.
And from Corpus Christi, Texas, Don Williams and Susan Taylor singing lead on this one, the Pozo Cinco Singers. Time from Corpus Christi, Texas.
Some people run, some people crawl, some people don't even move at all. Some roads lead forward, some roads lead back, some roads are bathed in light, some wrapped in fearful black. Time, oh time, where did you go? Time, oh good, good time, where did you go? Some people never get, some never give, some people never die, and some never live. Some folks treat me mean, some treat me kind. Most folks just go their way, don't pay me any mind. Time, oh time, where did you go? Time, oh good, good time, where did you go? Sometimes I'm satisfied, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes my face is cold, sometimes it's hot. At sunset I laugh, at sunrise I cry. At midnight I'm in between and wondering why. Time, oh time, where did you go? Time, oh good, good time.
That would be the silky sounds of Don Williams, Lofton Klein, and lead singer on that one, Susan Taylor, still performing to this day as Taylor Pye. The Pozo Cinco Singers from Corpus Christi, Texas, 1966 at Time.
Music Radio WLS Chicago.
1970, yep, Chicago, originally known as the Chicago Transit Authority, just shortened to Chicago. Does anybody really know what time it is? It is 12:27 on a Friday Night Oldies Party Spotlight segment. Dave's Faves coming up in just a couple of moments away, so stand by as we finish out some time tunes.
As I was walking down the street one day, a man came up to me and asked me what the time was that was on my watch. Yeah, I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care about time?
Chicago, 1970. A little time tune. Does anybody really know what time it is? Friday Night Oldies Party Spotlight segment. Hope everybody enjoyed our time for the tunes and tune for the times on our Friday Night Oldies Party.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. What a beautiful weekend.
Yep, just 12:30 down and dirty, 11:30 Central. Happy birthday, Dave Nelson, for you.
Beautiful weekend.
99 WNOX. Knoxville.
Come on, let's do the U-team.
Harry and the Marvells.
Do the U-team with me, baby. Come on, let's join the beat. We can really start a rockin'. This dance is mighty neat. Oh, it started in Tennessee, spreading all over you see. And we can do it 'cause we're feeling in our knees. Baby, come and dance the U-team with me, please. All the kids can do the U-team all over the South, and the other kids will learn it soon as they find out about how everybody can dance real cool. And there's a really no standard rule. How easy do it 'cause you feel it inside. Guys from Tennessee can dance it for pride. I've done the bop, I've done the stroll, I've done the twist, every kind of rock and roll. And though they're fun, you cannot see what dancing can be till you've done a UT. Do the UT with me, baby. Come on, let's join the beat. So we can really start a rockin'. Arms and knees and feet. It's very easy to dance this way. And if you do it, you'll wanna stay. You'll forget about the bop and twist if you ever start dancing like this.
Doing the UT, of course, means to me doing the University of Texas. But I think they're referring to University of Tennessee, right? In Knoxville. Harry M. and the Marvells, 1961. There was the twist, and there was the fly and the hucklebuck. But there was also the UT, doing as the University of Tennessee students were doing in 1961. Dave's Faves returning on a Friday Night Oldies Party $1 Million Hotwax Weekend.
Cincinnati digs the sound of 1360 WSAI.
Head back to 1959. Elvis did a great remake of this, but here's the original. We're getting down in the alley, as Dave likes to say. A little Jimmy Reed.
Running, you got me hiding, you got me run, hide, run anywhere you wanna let it roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me done what you want me, baby. Why you wanna let go?
Getting down to the bucket and the basement.
Going up, going down, going up, down, down, up anywhere you wanna let it roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me done what you want me, now baby, why you wanna let go?
Yeah, went down and raided Dave's basement box of records. And decided to spin them right here. It's officially Dave Nelson's birthday. Happy birthday to you there, Dave. We're going to have to do dinner on me. Yep, your birthday dinner. So you let me know when you're available, and we'll do your birthday dinner. But in the meantime and in between time, this is my musical gift to you. Dave's Faves.
Got me peeping, got me hiding, got me peep, hide, peep anywhere you wanna let it roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me
Jimmy Reed, get a little gut bucket there. 1959, it was Mighty Fine on the VJ Records label. Baby, What You Want Me to Do? Elvis did a fine remake of that in the 68 comeback special. Friday Night Oldies Party. Dave's Faves.
Stay tuned to the fun spot on your dial.
Tune the number one spot with a smile.
Radio 56.
WHBQ in Memphis.
And now we're going to head back to the year
1963.
Yeah, a little jam on the stereo on the Youngstown Records label out of Memphis, Tennessee. Are You Ever Coming Back? A little cleaner jam. Yep, the jam is all nice and clean. And we're going to restart the feed for part 2, so stand by.
Every day since you've been gone, sometimes I'm crying. I even weep and I moan because I'm wondering if you ever, coming back to me. Back to me. Tell me what I ever done, my dear. You got me sighing, wishing you were here. I really need you, want to please return. You know you said I was the only one. Hear my plea. Baby, you're so fine. I'll always love you until the end of time. But now I'm wondering if you ever,
We're going to restart Jeb in part 2. 1963, Jeb Stewart. On Are You Ever Coming Back? We're going to restart that. Oh, we're going to restart that. We're going to play some Jeb in full, so stand by.